What's going on, I don't know. Who is at the heart of this mystery? Could it be me? I don't know. I was asleep. How could it be me? Am I a sleepwalker?
What's going on? I don't know who is at the heart of this mystery. Could it be me? I don't know. I was asleep, how could it be me? Am I a sleepwalker? At the heart of this mystery, could it be me? I don't know. I was asleep, how could it be me? Am I a sleepwalker? Am I a lost soul? Am I roaming around in sleep? When I'm dead to the world, wandering around like some angel of darkness.
Magicians, the angel of death, the sleeper awakes. The policeman stood aghast. Was this the man the police thought was the brutal serial killer, the necromancer? The man looked as dangerous as a kitten. How is your coffee, Mr. Tyler? Asked Lance Alexander Sr. Of a patient he'd just brought coffee from the cafeteria downstairs at the hospital. It's great. Don't you want to be paid back for the coffee? Asked Don Tyler. No, it's all part of the service, said Lance. And it was my pleasure to help. Lance wandered off to visit Dr. Blake Alexander, his father, in the morgue. What game are you playing at? You aren't as nice as you were acting, boy, said the father to his son necromancer. Why do I have to be playing games? Maybe I've reformed, said Lance. And I'm not a dead man walking, Blake said skeptically. He was secretly a Grim Reaper, as was Lance. Necromancer, if you come to visit your victims, asked Dante, the coroner's assistant. Blake? Dante doubled as assistant to Mortimer, aka Blake, the king of the Grim Reapers. Oh, I'm here to help, said Lance. I thought you were a face avenging angel. Why are you hanging around in the hospital where people are saved? Asked Dante. Haven't you noticed my police nanny? Fate hasn't sent me here. I came on my own accord, said Lance. Yes, said Dante. Not happy, Lance. Was suspected of being the necromancer. Any suspicion laid on Lance's shoulders would lead to suspicion on Blake and himself, as not being all they seemed. Being caught would cause chaos for everyone. They knew. Dr. Death, said Blake's least favourite co-worker in the hospital. What do you want, Jack? Whined Blake, whom the orderly Jack Taylor called Dr. Death, because he was a doctor of the dead. Doctor of the dead. Coroner. Mortimer, the father of the necromancer, wanted the man who came with Jack. What was he? Blake, aka Mortimer, glared at Jack. He was oblivious to what he'd done. This man wants to talk to you, said Jack offhandedly. What do you want to talk to me about? Asked Blake. The man was Lance's place nanny. Hi, said Lance, who went for a coffee in Blake's office. When he saw Jack coming with the policeman, he came back to see the policeman looking nervous, for he had his father. Lance heard everything. Hi, Charlie. I've got you a coffee. Must be thirsty work watching little old me, Lance said brazenly, handing the coffee to the policeman. Thank you, said the policeman. No more than just nervous. He was confused as well. He was unsure whether to drink the coffee because it was handed to him by a man he suspected of being a killer. Lance rolled his blue eyes in his handsome head. He looked back at the coffee and sipped it. I didn't poison, Lance said, and laughed. Or did I? Lancelot, be serious, snapped Blake. Lance's memory had replayed as much of his day as a dream. When he fell into a deeper sleep, Lance Sr. lay in a terrifying state of sleep. He dreamed he was walking in the hospital, unseen. He felt the greatest terror in his life. He was walking to a room in the hospital when he recognized the room of the man he was ordered to kill by fate his master. He awoke in a cold sweat, in a strange state of extreme terror. The next day he visited his mark with his regularly scheduled coffee, only to find an empty bed. He asked his doctor if they had transferred him somewhere else, puzzled. Oh, don't you know, Mr. Tyler died in his sleep last night, said the doctor sadly. This disturbed Lance greatly. Something seemed terribly wrong. How could he have dreamed of himself visiting the man one night and the next day finding him dead? He wondered if he was having a vision of death, like his son, the doomsayer, had many times before. He visited his father and told him about his dream. He was puzzled too. He said it was an odd death, as he could attest, as the judge of the dead. The cause of death, afterlife, obituary. He'd seen Red killed by death, and the Grim Reaper who brought him in was the Angel of Death. Blake and Lance thought it was scary and odd. The Angel of Death was a myth. They thought they had a rogue Reaper killing people. Lance could only agree to hunt it down to stop it before it struck again. Lance had another dream of a similar type, and yes, the person in it died again. He could not find nor see the angel or anything in his dreams, which continued to come. They had a haunting feeling to them and kept returning to his memory. They became more and more real to him. He confided in his friend Sandy the Sandman, his son's dream guru. "I think you were astral travelling," said Sandy. It horrified Lance to find out he was killing people in his sleep. Lance was so scared he didn't want to sleep. He stayed awake for 3.5 days before he felt himself drop off to sleep. He visited his father the next day to find more people died at the hands of death. Lance was so scared and afraid to tell his father what he knew. All he knew was he had to confess. It took all his courage. "Dad," Lance said. "What?" asked Blake, sitting in his office in the afterlife, puzzling over the death records relating to the Angel of Death. "I know who the Angel is," Lance said nervously. "Spit it out," snapped Blake impatiently. Lance could barely speak. He was terrified. He tried a few times, but nothing came out. "Well, are you going to tell me or not?" Blake snapped, not understanding why his son couldn't speak. He was terrified. His mouth wasn't working right. "Me," was all he could eventually expel. "What are you doing?" Necromancer demanded his father, more than annoyed. "I don't know," said Lance. "What do you mean you don't know?" snapped Blake. "I wasn't doing anything consciously," Lance blurted out. "What do you mean you're murdering people unconsciously?" "Do you think I'm mad?" Blake lost it completely. "Yes," Lance said timidly. "What do you expect from me? You've been lying to me," screamed Blake. "I didn't know I was," Lance said. "How could you not know what you were doing?" shouted Blake. "I was asleep," said Lance, afraid what Blake was going to do to him. "Asleep? Sleepwalking?" asked Blake, calming down. "No astral travelling." "Was what Sandy thought," said Lance. "I thought it was horrible nightmares or visions." "Oh." I thought you were messed up, boy. You can't even sleep without killing people. Says Blake, disgusted. I tried not to sleep. I made it for over 3 days, and my wife slipped me a sleeping pill in my food, said Lance irritably. You shouldn't stop sleeping. The lack of sleep can kill you, boy, said Blake shortly. Yeah, and me sleeping kills others, said Lance. We'll keep an eye on the angel, but we'll have to live with him for now, said Blake. And for God's sake, keep sleeping, or I'll stick Dante on you. Okay, Lance said awkwardly, not relishing the thought of Dante lecturing him. This was the beginning of the nightmare that was the angel of death.